I'm going to call the Schaumburg Village Board meeting to order for Tuesday, May 10th, 2022. The first item, let me actually mention, if you have a cell phone or any other kind of noise-making device, we ask that you please turn it off so we can conduct the meeting this evening. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Bishke?
Present.
Trustee Madej?
Present.
Trustee Dunham?
Present.
Trustee Sullivan?
Present.
Trustee Clare?
Present.
Trustee Kozak?
Here.
President Daly?
Present. Present and accounted for. Thank you. And I'd like to ask Trustee Madej if you might lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Audience, please rise.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, next item is the approval of minutes from April 26, 2022. Look for motion to approve.
Move to approve as presented. Second.
Motion and multiple seconds to approve. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item is the approval of expenditures for $3,345,985.38.
Move to approve the expenditures as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the expenditures as presented. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Bishke?
Aye.
Trustee Madej?
Aye.
Trustee Dunham?
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan?
Aye.
Trustee Clare?
Aye.
Trustee Kozak?
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carries. Okay. All right, we're going to deviate a little bit from the written agenda for this evening, and I'm going to ask Rob Plekis to come up and talk to us a little bit about and do a presentation on Schaumburg Youth Orchestra.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, thank you.
Thank you for sneaking me in.
Sure.
The Schaumburg Youth Orchestra is a program of the Village of Schaumburg, and it has been around since 1989. And the Village of Schaumburg has continued in its support of the program, as well as other youth programs, not only by sponsoring and hosting the Youth Orchestra program, but by offering a scholarship for a number of students in their pursuit of excellence in musical playing. So this is around about 25 years now. We've been handing out a lot of money to young students, deserving young players, and we're here to do that today. So I'm going to call out your name, and when I do, if you please come forward, the mayor will present you with the check. And we also have some certificates also to hand out. And then just stay right up here for a group photo after we're done, okay? So our first presentation, the check is for Ashna Chandran. Is that right? Harmony Dallenberg. Harmony.
Good name for a musician.
Good name for a musician. Okay, does anybody want her check? Mia Hardison. Haruko Kawasaki. Haruko. No? Haruko? Going once? I'm doing well tonight. Ryan Kim. Here comes Ryan. Kayleen Lau. Indeed. Genevieve Zitcher. I know she's here. Genevieve's father played in the youth orchestra. Eric, what years?
97, 98.
There you go. Doesn't look like he even left it, right? We now have some scholarships to give, tuition scholarships for next year. So this not only ensures that they will be able to contribute by paying their tuition, but it means that they'll be coming back for another year, and we're really happy to have them back. So Johnny Achanta. Avanish Balaji. Kia Bukataru. Elliot Heckard. Elliot? Louis Hickman. And Miley Hickman. Daichi Kurita. Leah Okada. Karina Pikovich. Cecilia Puchalski. And Nadia Rosati.
Yeah, Nadia.
We also have 3 $500 scholarships that were awarded to graduating seniors from the program. The first scholarship is the Ruth Park Senior Music Scholarship, sponsored by the Prairie Center Arts Foundation, and it goes to someone who also happened to be our concertmaster for our symphony orchestra, Mr. Jason Young. And Mr. The second $500 senior scholarship is from, over here, is sponsored by Leo Chan. Leo was a youth orchestra member for a number of years, about 20 years ago, and he wanted to continue supporting the program, so he offered his own scholarship, and this year is going to graduating senior Hayden Williams. And our final scholarship of $500 is sponsored by none other than the person sitting right behind me, Trustee George Dunham. And Trustee Dunham is selected Victoria Zberovsky for, well, one particular reason. I'll let him do the talking on this one.
Well, she plays the trombone.
There you go.
Instrument too, but I've got a sneaky suspicion that she plays it a heck of a lot better than I did. I've been doing this for a few years now, and some of you have already heard the explanation. If you're fixing to hear it again, band and orchestra was a lot of fun for me back in my misspent youth, and Horace Mann Junior High School in Tulsa Central High School, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I had a blast. Really enjoyed it. Wanted to give this scholarship in a sort of a tradition for the band directors that I had back in those years. So congratulations. I hope you stay with it.
That Trustee Dunham has been contributing to this scholarship for at least 10 years, so that makes this total contribution at least $5,000 over the past 10 years, so thank you so much for that. We'll do a group photo of this nice bunch, and then we'll let you all.
A bit post office. Smile. Everybody smiling?
Somebody, there we go.
Okay.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. You go ahead and take that. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay, we're going to give it a couple of minutes here just to allow them to leave.
Rob, you sure know how to clear out a room.
You know how to clear out a room. So do I.
Okay, the next item is a presentation of the Public Service Recognition Week Award winners. Who's, no. Ann, you doing this?
I'm doing this.
Okay.
The awards keep coming.
Oh, okay, I guess I get to present the plaque.
Yes. So last week was Public Service Recognition Week, and this past year we decided to do something a little bit different. We asked employees to nominate their coworkers for special recognition. We asked the employees to tell us about a colleague who is always someone you can count on, ready and willing to help a coworker, a fellow employee who is effectively balancing work and home with great success, a village employee who is a role model or mentor to you or to others, and a coworker who balances professional success with an active hobby or a volunteer interest that serves to enrich the community. So we received over 30 nominations from across the organization, and the Employee Engagement Committee got to select the top 10 winners. So I have 8 of the top 10 here tonight. I'm going to announce their name and just share a little bit of the nomination, just a little snippet, but ask you to come up and receive your plaque from the mayor. And then if you could stand on this side, and then we'll take a group photo, okay? So first of all, we have Kathy Hinkleman from Fire. Kathy's nominator said she consistently donates her personal time to those in the community and exceeds her clients' expectations at every turn. Next is Dawn Lancaster from Finance. Dawn's nominations, she had more than one. One of the statements was, Dawn is a shining example of this award. She embodies everything you could ask for in a coworker. Next is Terrell McInnes from Police. Terrell's nomination said, Terrell will always lend a helping hand to his coworkers, even without being asked. His energy is contagious. He truly cares for all those he works with. Then Debbie Perrin from CDD. Debbie's nominator said she is the main point of contact for customers at the hearings and is always responsive and helpful. I greatly appreciate everything she does to help me. Her nomination came from another department, so cross departments. Next is Connie Porters from EPW. They said, Connie has become the lifeblood of EPW. She stays strong and keeps the department functioning while learning her new role and responsibilities. Then we have Lieutenant Jay Schlesser from the Fire Department. Jay's nomination said, he is the perfect balance of a kind, caring, generous person and an excellent leader. Then Lori Walter from EPW. Lori is always pleasant, patient, and kind. She takes the time to explain and answer, and more importantly, tell the caller why it's done the way it's done. And then finally, tonight we have Linda Young from the Police Department. The nominator said, Linda is a positive force in the police department. She is intentional in finding good things in all people and situations. Also selected, but who could not attend, are Tom Miller from CDD and Ryan Gallois from EPW. So I want to congratulate all of you, and again, thank all the village employees for the work that they do, and we had a great public service week. So I'm going to take a picture.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay, you're welcome to stay if you wish, or if you want to leave on such a gorgeous, gorgeous night. That's quite all right. Won't complain. Rob, you have to stay. No. Right here, right here.
Tom, you can clear out a room really good, too.
Yeah, working on it. Okay, we're going to move on in the agenda. The next is liquor license request. We have a request from Mr. Pradeep, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Patel, for one Class B liquor license for 1820 Irving Park Road. It's a new license, existing location, I assume, right?
No, it's, well, the location is already there. There
Yeah.
used to be a restaurant there.
Oh, okay.
So the current owners, they desire to sell the property. So I have not bought the property yet. It will be only after the conditional approval by the village council if they,
Okay.
they approve it. So that's why I'm here with a couple of presentation boards.
Okay.
So good evening, gentlemen and a lady. I was going to say ladies and gentlemen. I just see only one lady. Hopefully in the future,
Yeah.
couple more. All right, so
Okay.
myself name is Pradeep Patel. I have about 30 years of experience in retail liquor industry myself. A few stores in Chicago, a bunch of them in other suburbs as well. I emailed a list to the person in the office. And this particular building is in the market to be sold. And I'm here to pitch my proposal to you guys and see if you guys will be interested in giving me the privilege of having an alcohol sales license. And if you guys do, then I will entertain the idea of buying the property.
Okay. So
And,
you have something.
yeah, so
you'd
what I
like to
have
show
is,
us? So the existing location is currently a
it's
restaurant?
it's a restaurant, used to be a restaurant, they shut it down.
Firehouse dog.
Who's Firehouse?
Firehouse, so this is,
Oh, okay.
this is what the restaurant.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes,
currently the
all right.
building is this.
Very familiar with it?
Correct. And what I'm proposing is, if the city council allows me, is to create a change like
Oh,
this
okay,
and make a very nice upscale, inviting atmosphere for customers to come in and shop over there.
Okay.
And the other two boards that I have with me is the couple of pictures of my existing locations.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives you an idea of the kind of stores that I currently have. I mean, obviously,
Okay.
Google Pictures has it as well.
okay.
And let me kind of,
That's quite all right. Just so you're aware, we're only here for, to voice any objections over a liquor license. So while you have some very gorgeous renderings here, and the building design looks nice, we can't actually voice any positive or negative really on the building. That will have to go through the community development process and be reviewed and permitted through there.
Okay.
So we don't have that, but it looks very nice, at least from the surface, so we can certainly let you know that, but you'll have to go through whatever standard permitting
Permitting
that's
process,
involved.
correct.
Right.
Yes.
So, any questions, comments? No? Okay. So at that point, then, you've got two things you'll need to do.
Correct.
One is, during normal business hours, go to the liquor license, or liquor commissioner's office, which is right up here, top of the stairs. That's me.
Okay.
And go to my office and apply for the liquor license. And then the second thing you'll need to do is submit your plans for what you want to do, including the signage and things of that nature, to the Community Development Department, which is down the hall.
Okay.
Same side. but further down, and submit to them, and then go through that process there. So they'll review the plans and make sure everything looks good, issue permits, and then you're off and away.
All right, no problem. So, my other question is, would I be able to get a conditional approval from the committee? Because my ability to buy the building itself is conditional on me allowing the city council allowing me a liquor license. Otherwise, I cannot buy the building.
If I can say this, I think, based upon what you're showing us,
Correct.
it looks good. I don't think there's any real objections to getting a liquor license for a beverage depot there.
Correct.
So,
All right.
but you still need to obviously go through.
Through the process, and see the police
Yeah.
fingerprinting checkup
Yeah.
and all those things. Those are a different department.
Right.
That I understand.
So we're not objecting.
Got you.
You won't have an objection necessarily.
No
from
problem.
anyone about the beverage depot there.
Got you.
So,
All right. That's it.
Julie Fitzgerald is our Director of Community Development,
Hi.
so
Nice to meet you.
she's the person that you would actually be seeing.
Okay.
So maybe you want to walk around, take a peek at it if you want. So,
This is a packaged liquor store?
Yeah.
It's retail?
Yeah.
Right now, this is the building, the building, and I'm proposing to make a beverage depot like this. And these are the two pictures of my existing location. It gives you an idea of the kind of retail store that I could make.
Okay, great. Let me just
Yes.
stand up at the podium so Marilyn can hear me for the record. So a packaged liquor store is a permitted use in the B2 zoning district. I believe this is zone B2, but I can give you my contact information and put you in touch with a planner who can help you review.
I actually did check with them. They did say it is approved.
Is a permitted use. So have we seen the plans for it looks like you guys you plan to invest some in the property.
I do, yeah. So right now, this is, just a building with a closed down restaurant. If the city council approves the liquor license, then I'll be, putting my money to make a store like that.
Okay. Well, I can put you in touch with someone who can talk to you about the process for changing the inside and then changing
Correct.
the outside as well.
Not a problem, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Well, looks good.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Good luck to you. All right, we will move on from there to the consent agenda. The consent agenda will be read in its entirety, voted on as one motion to approve. If you wish to discuss any items further, please indicate that when the item is read by the village clerk, so that it can be removed from the consent agenda and discussed further under committee reports. Otherwise, all items will be approved as presented on the consent agenda in one motion to approve every item. Will the clerk please read the consent agenda?
Number 1, liquor licenses. The motion would be to approve the request from Majek Kavasinki of St. Peter Lutheran Church for one Class D one-day liquor license for their brunch on Sunday, June 12th, 2022, from 8:30 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. It's at St. Peter Lutheran Church, 202 East Schaumburg Road. B, the motion would be to approve the request from Sashim Bias of Global Brew Tap House for one Class D one-day liquor license for Solstice Hop and Vine Fest on Saturday, June 18th, 2022, from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. at the Sports Center, 1141 Irving Park Road. H, proclamations. A, Police Week, May 11th to 17th, 2022. 3, Engineering and Public Works Committee. The motion would be to approve a resolution authorizing the village president and village clerk to execute an intergovernmental agreement with the village of Roselle for the funding of the Metropolitan Rail Corporation work relating to the Rodenberg Road project. B, the motion would be to approve a resolution authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the crossing improvement associated with the Rodenberg Road project with the Commuter Rail Division of Regional Transport Authority, Metra, of Chicago, Illinois, in the amount of $920,556.50. C, the motion would be to award a bid for contractual pavement marking to the lowest responsible bidder, Precision Pavement Marking, Inc., of Ping Tree Grove, Illinois, in an amount not to exceed $186,450 for the year 22-23, with 3 optional 1-year extensions not to exceed the approved budget. D, the motion would be to reject all bids, waive competitive bidding, and approve the resolution authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for contractual street sweeping with Lakeshore Recycling Systems, LLC of Rosemont, Illinois, for a term of 1 year with 3 optional 1-year extensions not to exceed the approved budget. E, the motion would be to approve the fiscal year 22-23 vehicle replacement plan in the amount of $3,420,811. F, the motion would be to authorize participation in the National Cooperative Purchase Alliance and award Stations 2 and 21 Motor Control Center replacement projects to F.H. Passion of Chicago, Illinois, in the amount of $804,265.33. G, the motion would be to award a bid for the water pumping station 20 reservoir cleaning to the lowest responsible bidder, T Corp. Inc. of Joliet, Illinois, in the total amount of $90,000. H, the motion would be to approve an agreement for supplemental engineering services for the Engineering and Public Works, Community Development, and Transportation Departments with Chastain and Associates, LLC of Schaumburg, Illinois, in an amount not to exceed $170,000, and approve the required resolution. I, the motion would be to approve an agreement for the year 22-23 90 North Schaumburg TIF Project Management Services with Chastain and Associates, LLC of Schaumburg, Illinois, for an amount not to exceed $110,000, and approve the required resolution. 4, Transportation Committee. A, the motion would be to accept the Motor Vehicle Transportation, Inc. for the year 2022 performance evaluation of the operation of the Village of Schaumburg Dial-A-Ride Transportation DART service, award a merit increase of 6%, authorize the village manager to execute a 1-year contract extension with MV Transportation, Inc. of Dallas, Texas, for operation of the Dial-A-Ride Transportation bus service for an amount not to exceed $1,380,700 from May 1st, 2022 through April 30th, 2023, and approve the required resolution. B, the motion would be to amend Title VII, Chapters 74 and 75, various schedules, Boxwood Drive, Monet Court, and Bright Ridge Drive. C, the motion would be to award a contract for the 2022 Community Development Block Grant CDBG Annual Sidewalk Program to Schroeder and Schroeder, Inc. of Skokie, Illinois, in the amount of $169,989. 5, Zoning Board of Appeals. A, the motion will be to approve a site plan approval, special use for a PUD rezone from B3 to R6 PUD preliminary and final plat approval, building height credit, and Woodfield Regional Center design review for the lofts, formerly Atrium Office Center, 850 East Algonquin Road. B, the motion would be to approve a variation for a temporary structure for Patrick Auto Dealer Group, 1600 East Gulf Road. C, the motion would be to approve an amendment to Municipal Code, Title 15, Chapter 154, zoning pertaining to Gulf Road Corridor Overlay Zoning District. 6, resolutions. The motion would be to adopt as resolution number R22-051, authorizing the village president and village clerk to execute an intergovernmental agreement for the funding of the Metropolitan Rail Corporation work relating to the Rodenberg Road project with the village of Roselle. B, the motion to be to adopt as resolution number R22-052, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the crossing improvements associated with the Rodenberg Road project with the Commuter Rail Division of Regional Transportation Authority, METRA. C, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R22-053, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the contractual street sweeping with Lakeshore Recycling Systems, LLC. D, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R22-054, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for supplemental engineering services for the Engineering and Public Works, Community Development and Transportation Department with Chastain and Associates, LLC. E, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number 22-055, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement for the year 2223, 90 North Schaumburg TIF Project Management Services with Chastain and Associates, LLC. F, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number 22-056, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute a one-year professional services agreement extension by and between the Village of Schaumburg and MV Transportation, Inc. for operation of the Dial-A-Ride Transportation DART bus service. 7, ordinances. The motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 22-036, granting a site plan approval, special use for a PUD, rezone from B3 to R6 PUD, preliminary and final plat approval, building height credit, and Woodfield Regional Center design review for the lofts, formerly Atrium Office Center, 850 East Algonquin Road. B, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 22-037, granting a variation for a temporary structure for Patrick Auto Dealer Group, 1600 East Higgins Road. C, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 22-038, amending Title 15, Chapter 154, zoning of the municipal code pertaining to Gulf Road Corridor Overlay Zoning District. D, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 22-039, amending Title 7, Chapter 74 and 75, various schedules, Boxwood Drive, Monet Court, and Bright Ridge Drive. This concludes the consent agenda.
Thank you, Marilyn. I look for a motion to approve the consent agenda as has been read by our clerk, Marilyn Carr.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Will the clerk please call a roll?
Trustee Bishke.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
Trustee Dunham.
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Clare.
Aye.
Trustee Kozak.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carries. Thank you very much. Committee reports. There is none listed. I assume we have none before us. Comments from the audience. This is the time at which residents can hold forth, address the board for items that are pertinent towards the Village of Schaumburg. Seeing none, we will move on. Council report?
I have no report this evening, thank you.
Okay. President's report? I have nothing this evening either. Manager's report?
I do have a report this evening.
Okay.
I'd just like to mention 3 items very quickly. First, thanks to Rob Palekas and the staff at Cultural Services for the Volunteer of the Year Award Luncheon last week. Very nice event, very well attended. Stedman Graham was a very good speaker, and I enjoyed getting to talk to him for a little bit at lunch, so thank you for your efforts there. Second, I want to thank Ann Everhart. Sometimes she does not take enough credit for the work that she does related to the events that we hold to recognize employees. That includes Public Service Recognition Week. Thanks, Ann, for all your efforts to lead the Employee Engagement Committee and put together those events. I think they're very well done and much appreciated by the staff. And it's important that we recognize our people for the work that they do. So thanks for the role that you play in doing that. And then finally, I want to just make sure everybody remembers that we have the EPW Open House this weekend, Saturday from 10 to 2. It's another great tradition here at the village that we have that event and expose the residents and other interested parties to the great services that are provided in EPW. So I won't be there. I'll be in Whitewater celebrating a graduation, but wish Mike and his staff the best of luck with the event this weekend.
You mean you're not playing golf?
Not playing golf this weekend, no.
Okay.
Sorry.
I can't really
Sorry to
about that.
disappoint you.
All right. Okay.
All right, that concludes my report. Thank you.
Okay. New business. We have no other items under new business, no other items under unfinished business. Trustee comments and mentions. Quiet evening. Look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you very much.
You're supposed to-